1, 2. Ow. Yeah, okay. So you guys dress like this and do this in competitions? Right, and then, you know. And then I put my arms up instinctively. Yes.
This is Francis Serrano, or Chief Tappy Tappy as he's more affectionately known as. He is famous for bringing the Filipino martial arts concept of tappy tappy to the mainstream.
You know, it's one of those things where I had no idea that it was gonna go as popular as it did, but the whole idea of that video was just me showing one aspect of the empty hand techniques of Filipino martial arts, where I was not just tappy tappy because we're just tapping.
Truly though, the most remarkable thing about Francis is his record of making 3 world champions in Filipino martial arts.
I've made 3 world champions, as recent as Raymond, who was a world champion again last July in the Philippines for the Wak-Wak 2024 World Championship.
So let's dive into Chief Tappy Tappy and how he turns fighters into world champions.
The handsome block.
Before we get into the champion building process, let's cover what Tappy Tappy is. After all, Francis is known for it, and I'd be remiss if I didn't show you how it works. What is Tappy Tappy?
Well, tappy tappy is a technique within Filipino martial arts. Now, a lot of people assume that the tappy tappy is the entirety of my martial arts system. It is just one small aspect of it. It is a training technique, it's a training drill. It actually exists. I truly believe this actually exists in every stand-up striking martial arts system out there. In Wing Chun, they call it lapsao paksao. In boxing, it's parrying. But the idea here is knowing what your opponent is gonna be doing, not just visually, but from the tactile sensation.
Think of it like sliding leverage, similar to what you would see in Wing Chun.
So if you were to punch me here, this is my first tap.
Okay.
Right, but I always have to assume that there's the other hand that's coming in. So he comes in, there's my second tap. So now, if you keep punching, there's the basic tappy tappy, right? Mm-hmm. Then when you get a little bit more advanced, you go one-handed. Okay. Then here, pop through. Come on, strike. There
I didn't know this video was gonna be a workout. Nice.
I'm getting that time.
Nice 3-inch punch,
exactly.
By the way. That was empty-handed. But I think his stick demonstration is actually the best visual representation of tappy tappy.
Here, so this is my block. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a very basic 1, 2. So I'm striking directly to his shoulder here. 2, 3, 4. Or if I do the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
That's the basic.
So then that's how you drill it, basically.
Yes, that's how we drill it. So if I can move this, strike me again, sir. Here. Easily with this, then how much easier it would be with my arm?
Got it. Also, shout out to the padded sticks we're using. They're called Wak-Waks, created by Francis himself. Francis got tired of paying for expensive sticks that break in competition, so he created his own durable padded rattan sticks, made by Filipinos. If you're in the market, check them out on his site, wakwak.store. I convinced him to give you guys a 20% discount by using my code STRIPMALL20. Just so you know, I'm not receiving a commission. I just think these are a good product. They're more durable and affordable than the competition. And even though these sticks are padded enough to prevent major injury, they still sting enough to earn your respect. Oh. Yeah, it still hurts.
You need to feel the impact because you won't respect defense without any pain.
Now that you're familiar with Tappy Tappy, I decided to gear up in the armor used for FMA competition to see how intense it really gets. I think you guys should know how hard it is to be in one of these tournaments.
One of the things that I'm very proud of is that Filipino Martial Arts School is a champion school. Okay. We're the only school in Riverside and San Bernardino counties that has a world champion. In fact, I have 3. You already met one of them, Jeremy, right? When we compete in padded stick, which is minimal armor, and live stick, which is full body armor. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the misconception is that the armor becomes your defense. Mm-hmm. This is not your defense. Just like the padded stick, you need to feel the pain. Okay. Because if you don't feel the pain, you're not gonna respect your techniques, and then you're not gonna do any defense because you're thinking your armor is your defense. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, ow.
Yeah, okay. So you guys dress like this and do this in competitions?
Right, and then, you know.
And then I put my arms up instinctively.
Yes.
Trust me, the armor does not make you invincible. That hurt like hell.
And now in the face. Right? Through.
Oh my God.
That's, now you understand, this is not your defense.
No. So if you want Francis to make you a world champion, be prepared. He is not gonna go easy on you.
I do tell people, everybody wants to be a world champion until it's time to put the work in.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I literally got somebody saying to me that I am very mean to my students. Come on, man. I need you to focus. You're focused on people getting weighed in. You're focused on something, especially in competition mode. You gosh damn right I am. Because I need to push them to what, if they think this is their limit, no, I think their limit's here. If I have to kick their ass to get them to this level, then that's what I gotta do. Because I turn into the coach that they need me to be, not that they want me to be. Hit him, Maui, hit him. Hit him. Stop. You're going all over the place, Maui. Stick right in front of you. Look at him. Come on, stick in front of you. Now, right? So if they want to be a world champion, you can. There's certain criteria that you have to meet, but you can be a world champion, but you have to put the work in. Like I said, 6 months minimum from 8:30 to midnight, Mondays and Wednesdays. And then the 2 weeks before the tournament, it's Monday to Thursday, like 8 to midnight. Show me what you got! And people tell me, like, well, I can only come once a week. No. You want to be a world champion, but you know better than I do, then why do you need me?
And how many world champions have you made?
I've made 3 world champions, as recent as Raymond, who was a world champion again last July in the Philippines for the Wak-Wak 2024 World Championship. Even last year, we made 5 new national champions, and 3 of those 5 people, that was their very first tournament. Even this year, we went to a tournament in Las Vegas in March, and we were the #1 school with the most amount of gold, but we only had 5 fighters, and we had like, what, 14 golds. So we're dominating. So if you want to be a world champion and you think you have what it takes, I'm ready to coach you. Now, as a teacher, I can't duplicate life and death situation.
Right.
My coaching expertise comes into play at the tournament. We can't prepare for a specific fighter. It's not professional boxing where we have films of the other fighter. We don't know who we're fighting till we're there.
Right.
So I have to prepare them with different scenarios, different styles of fighting. And then I need to know what they can and can't do. So if I need to make changes on the fly, I know if they can do it or they can't. But if I've done my job correctly, there's no instruction that I can give them that they can't do and be effective in their competition. So there's a lot of preconceived notion just based upon their body type. Jeremy being short, most of his opponents are taller than him. So they think he's a pushover. But one of the things that Jeremy is phenomenal at is staying in the pocket. When he's in the pocket, his opponents don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They see him and they think, oh, he's got long arms, so he must be a long-range fighter.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? They're gonna try to get inside the pocket.
Yeah.
You know, different theory for Jeremy, but it applies. So what did I make him good at?
And Francis gave me a demonstration of fighting in the pocket versus fighting Largo.
Just stay there and spar. Go. Stop. So as you can see, they can both fight in the pocket.
Yeah.
Spar. All right, Jeremy. Largo. Step. And they come in again. Stop.
So that's how you make champions, is you teach them multiple different styles.
I teach them multiple different scenarios.
Okay.
Multiple different multiple different types of fighter.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones was last year when we were at the World Championship. My student Adam was fighting somebody from Team China. And Team China's rule was like they were trying to grab his stick the whole time. And the referee called them out on it because the rule states that you can only do one tug and let go.
Okay.
You can't do this the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that's not FMA.
Yeah.
That's tug of war, right? So the Chinese fighter kept doing this. Referee kept warning him, but he wasn't listening until there was a point deduction taken away from him. and he still wasn't listening. So after the first round, he comes to me and I tell him, destroy his hand. So the rest of that match, my student just went bam, bam, went after his hand. And the Chinese fighter was literally complaining to the referee, he keeps hitting my hand.
Was that your sweep the leg moment?
But that was basically our sweep the leg moment. But the difference is the sweep the leg was an illegal move, I believe. Yeah. Hitting his hand is a legal move.
Yeah.
After the second round, that Chinese fighter had no more technique. I was able to make changes on the fly. Him and his coach couldn't. That's why me being there, I see things differently. I've been doing this for 27 years. I've judged and I've coached hundreds of fighters throughout the years. So I've seen what a lot of others do.
If you want to learn FMA or you've got your eye on a world title, I can't recommend Francis enough. He'll teach you the art, grit, and mindset. Reach out to him. He'll grow you into a fighter and maybe a champion.